Good morning, I'm Thomas Buchanan. I'm on a water fast. It is basically the end of week 5. It is week 5, day 5. TGIF, it is Friday, July the 8th. I'm happy to report that I'm down another 6/10 of a pound today. I'm at 224.6 and dropping. Um, a couple of comments, one particularly on fatty liver. Um, Fatty liver can be, if you've been diagnosed with a fatty liver, that means you eat like a pig, you eat terribly, you eat a lot of foods with fat in them, and your body has so much fat on the inside that it shoves the fat from the food you're eating into the liver. Now, I can smile when I say that because I have fatty liver. Okay, now you could take pills, go get some meds from your local doctor, or you could use some good old-fashioned common sense. If you have fatty liver, as I do, stop eating fat. Now, I had a viewer say, well, there's good fat and there's bad fat. Well, I agree with that to a point, but if you have fatty liver, no fat is a good fat. I understand the brain needs fat and yada yada. No fat is good fat if you have been diagnosed with a fatty liver. Cut out the carbs, cut out the fat in your food, and go on a water fast. When you start losing weight on a water fast, your fatty liver will slowly start to decrease and get back to normal without all that fat shoved into it. Now, that's an oversimplification. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor. I don't play a doctor on a medical show on TV. I'm just someone that I feel has common sense. I've gone through this. I'm going through this with you. Okay? So again, if you have a fatty liver, for God's sakes, go on a water fast for 30 days and tell me at the end of 30 days that you don't feel better. If you eliminate fat from your diet for 30 days, you will help the fatty liver syndrome that you have. And so will I. I'm preaching to the choir here because I have fatty liver. I've been diagnosed with fatty liver. That means I eat like shit. I don't know how to eat. I just stuff fat into my mouth, and it's got to go somewhere. Well, I had a viewer ask me, she's like, well, when you ingest fat, where should the body store it? The simple answer is in fat cells. Your body has fat cells that should store the fat that you consume. The fat that you consume should not be shoved and stored into your liver. It's wrong. So I'm at 224.6 on this Friday. I'd like to think by a week from Monday, I'll be again in the 220s, 218 area. We'll see. Threw out my old scale, as you know, got a new scale, had fun with it the other day, even my new scale. I had fun with it because I took it around to my living room and my dining room and my bathroom and a couple of the other rooms in my house, and I weighed myself. My weight varied up and down 8 pounds. I I was clueless. I didn't have it. That still surprises me. So the moral of the story at the close today, Friday, of this week is always, always, always weigh yourself at the same time every morning. Weigh yourself on the same scale. Do not move your scale. If your scale is in your bedroom, keep it exactly where it's at. Because if you move your scale, as I have proven to myself this week and didn't know, your weight will go up and down. Not because you've got lost weight or gained weight, but because your floor is perhaps uneven. I don't know. So, we learn together on this channel. Some people laugh at me not knowing if you moved your scale from one room to another, it's going to alter the weight. But I don't care. Okay, this is an educational channel. We all learn together, and y'all can make fun of me all you want. But I will tell you this: 3.5 years ago, I started my water fast at 3:15. This morning, I weighed in at 224.6. I must be doing something right. The other question I get asked a lot, and I don't really know how to answer this other than to say this. The question is, how much weight normally should I lose in a week on a water fast? Well, I've said out of a 7-day period, 2 of those days you're going to gain weight, or you're going to plateau and not gain or lose anything. The other 5 days, you can expect to lose between 1/10 of a pound and I would say 1/4 pound, give or take a little. I looked, and I can't preach this enough. Keep track of your weight every day. I looked back, and I'm averaging just a little bit over 2 pounds a week in weight loss. I would be very depressed if I was only losing 1/10 of a pound. But I think 2 pounds a week, a little over 2 pounds, it's good. I don't expect to lose 10 pounds a week. I don't expect to lose 5 pounds in a day. So, as for me, I'm losing a little over 2 pounds a week. For you, you may lose 2.5 pounds a week, or you may only lose 1.5 pounds a week. Okay? If you lose more than normal, count it as a blessing. If you lose less than normal, keep an eye on it. Water fasting works. If you're committed to yourself and you've made the commitment to lose weight, you can't tell me you can't afford it. Water is free. You can't tell me you can't buy a gym membership because this requires no exercise. You can sit on your fat behind for 12 hours a day watching movie reruns, and that's fine. You'll still lose weight on a water fast. Take me up on my challenge. And forget about liking and this channel and all that. If you want to make a difference in the world, share a link to this channel. Share it with one of your fat friends or your obese friends. They need to hear this. They need to hear that I was told my mama was fat, my sisters are fat, my brother is fat. honey, you're destined to be fat all your life. And they need to hear that's wrong. So that's my status for today. I would have loved to lost more, a pound and a half, but I lost six tenths of a pound. I'll take it. Next week, I want to see 220 or below. That's so a week from Monday, I want to see 220 or below. That's my next intermediate goal. Please set intermediate goals. Please make sure they're reasonable. I'm at 224.6. I think over the next 7-day period, I should be able to lose 4.6 pounds. What do you think? Now, my body may say different, but I'll come close. So let's see. As far as the comments I'm getting from y'all are doing great. Keep it up. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, start a water fast today. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you started a water fast and you cheated, it just shows you're a human being. Don't get down on yourself. Get up tomorrow morning and start a new water fast. But you've got to start back on week 1, day 1, and go 7 days with no food, no drink, no water, no liquids of any kind. On the 8th day, you're allowed 3 glasses of 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. You are not allowed unlimited water on my water fast. Don't even ask. So that's my status for today. I would say overall we learned a little this week. We got educated a little more this week. Sometimes the things that are obvious aren't so obvious. And that's why I share with you the information that I'm going through on this channel. You may be going through it also. I always like to end my show with a saying, never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Never, ever be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Other people may not have figured out how to lose weight. They may have thrown up their hands and said, you can't lose weight. I can't lose weight. I've tried. I'm destined to be fat. Don't let those people sway you. I don't care if it's a spouse, a coworker, a friend. Don't be swayed by those people. Take me up on my challenge. Start a water fast for just 4 weeks. You're not going to prove to me that it works. I know that it works. Prove to yourself that it works. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you've reached the point where you really want to try something new, try water fasting. I'll see you on Monday. I don't update my channel on Saturday and Sundays, nor do I weigh myself. Bad habit I got into, but I just don't do it. But I'm still trying to figure out how to upload a picture of my new scale on my channel here, and I'll get it figured out. You'll see it. But do yourself a favor. If you want to feel better, start a water fast. I'll see you on Monday.